I'm second string in a different slot on the depth chart.
I mean,
Like, if the guy's not there, I show up.
I mean, you barely showed up last week.
That's true.
We're going to give you guys some news, some injury updates, and some signings. So, first thing of news, the Chiefs, we're cursed this year.
Yeah, I think it's an omen from somewhere. We got
It's
it from
an omen.
somewhere.
So Spencer
Gotta go
Schrader,
back.
the man that kicked our game-winning field goal on Sunday against the Panthers, pulled his hamstring, and he's going to be out against the Raiders on Friday. Also, we did. It is looking like we're going to sign Matthew Wright, who filled in for Bucker when Bucker was injured a couple seasons ago.
How did he
do? Not great. He did not do great. Matthew Wright missed several field goals. Not the greatest. He's been down to. I might be thinking of Matt Amendola, actually.
Is that who? Oh, yeah.
I might be thinking of Matt Amendola. Either way, Matthew Wright, he did play with the Chiefs before.
Yep.
He
played for 2 games.
Yep.
And he was 3 for 4 on field goals. Points, 17 points. Trying to see where his extra point percentage is.
Who cares?
I think he was 8 for 8 on extra points.
Yeah, okay. So I was thinking of Matt Amendola, not Matthew Wright. So Matthew Wright actually did solid for us. What year was he here?
2022.
2020.
So you got that right?
Yeah, so that was the beginning. That was when Bucker was injured. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, right? This is the third starting kicker in 3 weeks that we'll have. Do what?
Right.
Right?
You said it's going to be interesting, right? Yeah. Matthew Wright. What's right with Nick Wright?
Where's Dionte? Okay, so that being said, Matthew Wright's most likely going to be signed and played as of this morning. Tuesday, he has not been signed yet, but it's looking like he will. Next, Peyton Hendershot, yet another tight end, is going to IR. So that's Jody Fortson, Jared Wiley, and now Peyton Hendershot, all on IR. So he left Sunday's game with what seemed to be a calf cramp, but it looks like the injury's bad enough to where he's going to be placed on IR. So, yeah, that's not fun. I'm dying. So that's not fun. Next, we have Isaiah Pacheco, Charles Omenihu. They're still kind of day-to-day. We're not sure what's going on with their return time frame. I highly doubt we bring them back against the Raiders. Either of them will be ready to play this week. It looks like it's going to be a game that we should win. But the Raiders do always play us close, so that's to be seen. Their defense is still solid. So we'll see what happens.
And we're not in a position as of right now that we can afford to let any of these games go.
True.
Because the Bills are right behind us.
True.
They're right behind us.
I mean, when it comes to out of those two, I think the person we need most is probably Charles Omenihu, right?
Yeah.
On our defensive line, because our pass rush has looked bad. But yeah, they're still day-to-day. Isaiah Pacheco is more likely to come back sooner than Omenihu, but I mean, at this point, who really knows? DJ Humphries will be coming in to play left tackle. I don't know if he's starting this Friday or not, but they did finalize a contract for the remainder of the 2024 season. And Humphries, who is returning from an ACL injury, torn ACL last December 2023, is turning 31 here soon. But he'll add depth and experience to our offensive line. And hopefully we'll kind of get Patrick Mahomes a little bit more time in the pocket so we're not scrambling as much as he feels like he needs to, even when he really doesn't need to. Yeah. So that'll be good. It'll also give Wanye Morris and Kingsley Sumatia, even Ethan Driscoll, it'll give them somebody to kind of look up to. Yeah, Jawan Taylor's been around a little bit too, but having DJ Humphreys come in would be a very adding another veteran in that spot would be beneficial to us. And last year, his PFF grade was higher than the rest of our tackles, so I'm looking forward to that. He did give up, I think, 4 sacks last year, but I think that Jawan Taylor and Wanye Morris have both given up more so far this year than that last year. So that's to be seen. And then last, some good news. Patrick Mahomes was named a finalist for the Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award. This is following the week after he got fined $14,069 for a violent gesture. Even though he didn't he just pointed like that. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He just, boom, which has been a first down symbol for a while, but that was after he did the touchdown. So maybe, but he's a gunslinger, bro. Like, that's what he wasn't going pew, pew, pew. So in my opinion, there is a very, very definitive difference between somebody shooting a gun. You see the receivers doing you see somebody being boom, 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 right? There's a very definitive difference between a quote-unquote violent gesture and somebody pointing for a first down, right? In my opinion, that's the NFL trying to get money, right? NFL is just trying to pull in money any way they can. It seems like they're finding players for the smallest things now. At this point, they're not wanting to change the game. They say they want to change the game, but realistically, they're not changing the game, right? People are being more defiant in it. They're taking the fun out of the game. NFL is starting to become no fun league again, and that's infuriating.
Oh, NFL. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I'm
disappointed.
I do think that the way that they're using fines is to, just like whenever they used to kind of make celebration dances almost illegal.
They want control, man.
In the league.
They just want control.
Yeah, they're wanting to control
do with making it fair and sportsmanlike. They want control. Yeah,
I would agree with that. I don't think they need Patrick Mahomes' $14,000, but I do see what you're saying in the way that they're trying to control. I
mean, if there's somebody in the league where $14,000 is not going to matter.
Yeah.
$14,000 to Patrick Mahomes is $5 to me.
Yeah, it's they're winking at him this is a slap on the wrist. It's stupid. We have
to
do this.
When you got Peyton Hendershot earlier this year, who shoved a player and got fined $14,000 for it.
That's a
huge difference. That dude makes less than a million a year, so that's a much bigger kind of chunk of change out of his pocket. But yeah,
he makes less than $1 million a year.
Yep. So that's my take. That's the news. Those are the injuries.